This is the tale of Orpheus and Orion, two souls bound by fate, each carrying a beauty as fierce and fragile as the light at dawn. Orpheus, son of Apollo, god of music, and Calliope, the muse of epic poetry, was born with a voice that could tame the wildest of hearts, a talent that bent the natural world to his will. His beauty was the kind that lived in soft edges and unguarded glances, his youth untouched by the harshness of the world. But tragedy cast its shadow early, for he loved a woman named Eurydice, a love that ran as deep as the rivers and as strong as the mountains. They were bound by passion, yet doomed by fate. When Eurydice was taken from him, snatched away by death itself, Orpheus descended to the underworld in pursuit, defying all odds and the gods themselves. But even the greatest love can be cut short. Orpheus looked back too soon, and Eurydice was lost to him forever. From that day, he wandered alone, his music howled by grief. A man who loved so deeply, he could not bear to love again. And then, there was Orion. Orion was no god-born prince. He came from humble stock, a common family, quiet and unremarkable. He was born mute, his voice absent, silent as the stars. But as he grew, a passing muse took pity upon him, seeing in his silence a potential yet untapped. One night, as he lay dreaming, his tongue was touched by the gift of language, and when he awoke, he spoke, not in whispers, but with words that wove like threads of silver. A poetry so powerful, it held almost a prophetic air. His beauty was unassuming, natural, like the first bloom of spring or the soft glow of dusk. Youth was his constant companion, and yet his words carried a wisdom far beyond his years, a depth that no ordinary man could reach. Where Orpheus was marked by sorrow, Orion was full of hope, his heart a wellspring of dreams, untainted by loss. This is their story, a story of music, poetry, love, and the quiet courage it takes to surrender to the song of the heart's deepest longing. Episode 1, The Morning Song. After the shadow of Eurydice's passing, Orpheus wandered the earth for quite some time, a spectre of his former self, his music, a testament to grief, each note weighed by sorrow, each silence echoing her absence. Today, his path brings him to a secluded grove, where he songs his mourn.
The book of love is long and boring. No one can lift the damn thing. It's full of charts and facts and figures and instructions for dancing. But I love it when you read to me and you can read me anything. The book of love has music in it. In fact, that's where music comes from. Some of it is just transcendental. Some of it is just really dumb. But I loved it when you read to me and you could read me anything. But I loved it when you sang to me and you could sing me anything.
In the midst of this silence, a young man appears, a poet by the name of Orion, He steps into the clearing, and catching the suffer-shadowed face of Orpheus, he is awash in revelation.
My gods, it's finally you. I always wondered what we'd say when our currents caught up.
I don't believe we've met. Do I know you?
No, not yet. And yet, I know you. My name is Orion, and I have been waiting for you my entire life.
For me? I think you must be mistaken.
I was born mute, still and dumb. A passing muse took pity on me, and my tongue was touched. Since the age of 9, I have been gifted with poetic and prophetic tongue. She gave me the gift of shaping silence, well, not unsimilar to your gift of song. But she gave me something else, something stranger. She called it a tourname, a memory that exists outside of time. I get future memories.
Future memories?
Echoes of a future already faded. They unfurl at random like an old memory triggered by a scent or a song. Whispers of a life not yet lived from a place where they are long, distant memories. But you were there, Orpheus. You were always there. You have always been my friend since I was a boy. My best friend. My companion. The boy with the song in his soul. The darkest parts of my story have been lit by songs that you have yet to even write. I stand before you today only because my best friend got me through.
You speak as though fate has already written our lives in stone.
Not stone, Orpheus. Only shadows. Only whispers. The future can still be what we make of it. There's this weight you carry. Not like stones, not like burdens, no. It's in the lines etched in your face. Every breath you take a heartbreak traced, and in your silence a song unheard, a note too deep, a broken word. I see you here, a ghost of a man, walking the earth that scorches your feet, seeking what shadows can't complete. And I, a stranger who would bear this weight, if it meant I could help you hold what fate couldn't. But shadows cling like vines that choke, and every step's a word unspoke. Yet in your stillness there's a spark, a fire smothered, a glowing dark. Let me stand beside your sorrow's flame, not to quench, but to call your name. If the weight is too heavy, lean on me, let my voice a comfort be. For we are two bound souls unknowing, and in your silence, I feel my own heart glowing.
I've no need of companions, poet. Grief is best carried alone.
Aye, perhaps. But even shadows find comfort in company. May I share this silence with you?
If you wish. But know that silence is my only solace.
The two sit quietly, Orion near but not intruding. The silence is broken again by Orion as he begins another poem.
I am thinking it's a sign. The freckles in our eyes are mirror images, and when we met they perfectly aligned. I have to speculate. The gods themselves didn't make us into corresponding shapes, like puzzle pieces from the clay. If heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I will follow you into the dark. They will see us waving from such great heights, come down now, they'll say. But everything seems perfect from far away. Come down now, but we'll stay. If heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you and your soul engulfs, then I will follow you into the dark. I will follow you into the dark.
You have a way with words, poet. But words, like life, be fickle things. They'll burn you if you lean too close.
Perhaps, but I have nothing worth keeping safe. So why not see what warmth comes from leaning in?
Come then, if your mind is set. And don't tarry, we walk on.
This episode of After Eurydice is brought to you by Socks, the ultimate destination for socks that make a statement.
Hey, you. Yeah, you with the sucky socks. Why settle for boring socks when you can have Socks? The most wild, crazy, out-of-this-world socks you've ever seen. We're talking handmade, mind-blowing artwork on socks. Perfect for Halloween, Christmas, Hanukkah, birthdays, bar mitzvahs, even funerals. That's right, there's no occasion too weird or too wonderful for Socks. These socks aren't just for some people, they're for every people. Every size, every shape, every style, every species. Got feet? We've got socks. Got stubs, hooves? Our socks fit those too. They're unlike anything you've ever worn before. Get your Socks today and turn every step into a showstopper. But hurry, because socks this wild won't stay on the shelves for long. Socks. Get weird, get wild, get yours now. They'll knock your socks off.